It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. COVID-19 updates. Is your state now going to make you wear a mask while in your own home? Ooh, come on, people.
Absolutely.
Are the pro-lockdown governors getting caught out partying with no masks and not distancing? Well, they're telling you not to. Plus, also, how many Airbnbs have been shut down for violating their COVID policies? Shame, shame. Yeah, your pandemic. Update is now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Hey, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, click the like, leave your comments. Definitely help us out and share this video now. Absolutely. All right. Anyone want to guess the state?
Tennessee.
To wear masks at home?
Yep.
Have they actually done it, or are they just talking about it?
New York.
Bay's going to New York.
Be California. New York. I would have heard about that. No, they're not going to. They're not. It's got to be like some little Midwest state with a power-hungry governor that's just talking. Surely they haven't actually done it. They're just talking about it, right?
Pennsylvania.
Really?
Pennsylvania.
Now, have they done it, or are they just thinking about it?
Pennsylvania is planning to take additional steps to address a sharp increase, in their coronavirus infections, including requiring masks to be worn indoors with limited exceptions.
Okay.
This was coming out from last night. In addition, starting Friday, anyone who enters Pennsylvania must be tested at least 72 hours before arrival. And if they can or do not get a test, they must quarantine for 14 days. They're just trying to cancel holidays and everything here.
Yeah.
The order does not apply to people who commute to neighboring states for work or health care.
Yeah, because that would be too much trouble.
Come on now. The inconsistencies here.
I mean, if I was traveling there, I'd just be like, "Oh, I just left the state for work.
Yeah.
I just haven't updated my driver's license yet."
Oh, I'm going to health care down the street. Right. So
either take it seriously or don't, people, right? If you want to take it seriously, fine, but do it for real. Don't have exceptions that make no sense other than because we want to, because otherwise you're just putting on a show.
Pennsylvania has already the statewide face mask mandate and limits on indoor and outdoor gatherings and occupancy restrictions at bars and restaurants. But the new rules go even further. Masks are required outside where it isn't possible to maintain at least a 6-foot distance from others, blah, 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 flazzy.
Right.
And according to the order, and also inside where people from multiple households are gathering, even if they can maintain a social distance.
It's conflicting.
What?
Oh, we want you to keep a 6-foot interval, but yet at the same time, hey, if you can't keep it, or even if you can keep it, it doesn't matter. Just wear a mask. This
is a direct attack on what's coming up for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Notice the wording: multiple households in one house. That's family members.
They're trying to make you
over.
eat it. They're trying to make you wear a mask during Thanksgiving dinner. I think that's what they're trying
inside, to say. Even if you can. 6 feet. Wow. This is crazy.
Nobody inviting everybody over for Thanksgiving is going to do that. None of them.
Philadelphia said
I want to meet the person that does that. I want to see what their Thanksgiving looks like.
I'm doing it.
Because the people that are paranoid are not going to invite a bunch of people over for Thanksgiving.
No.
And I respect that.
Yeah, if you don't want to go out, don't go out.
And the people that are not paranoid are not going to sit there and wear a mask. I want to meet that weird guy that's like, I'm going to invite a bunch of people over for Thanksgiving, but we're all going to wear masks.
Yep.
I want to talk to that guy and say, what do you think? And I want to show him.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to draw those Biden circles in the house where people have to stand and have their conversations and they eat foods.
Yeah. We should do that. We should throw a party where we actually follow all the guidelines. That would be hilarious.
Did you watch Kevin Hart new stand up on Netflix?
I haven't seen it, but
he throws it in his basement of his house, and he got it set up.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
I read a study I mentioned before about wearing masks in your house to prevent. This was actually back in 2006, that time frame, before coronavirus and such. And they did a big study on could you prevent flu transmission if we had everybody wear masks in their own house amongst their family members? Like, could you slow the spread of the flu? Mm-hmm. And the answer was no, because nobody would actually do it. Like, it had no impact whatsoever, and their theory as to why is because they think the mask might work. It's just that no one would actually sit there for this. This was a study that took place over months. Like, no one's going to wear masks for months around their kids successfully, right? And the same thing with this Thanksgiving. What are you going to do? You either got to sit down and eat some turkey together or don't.
I went on the CDC.gov,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got to go digging, and you could find the death rates of coronavirus in the U.S.
Uh-huh.
Age 0 to 19, survival rate of COVID-19.
99.9.
Do they actually have the number?
99.997%.
Do they have the number of people that actually died? Just the raw numbers?
Yeah.
Do they publish those?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's no flu deaths, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Age 20 to 49, 99.98% survival rate. 50 to 69, 99.5% survival rate. 70 plus, 94.6% survival rate.
That's pretty bad. Of course,
these are pretty good.
The way we count coronavirus deaths are people that died with coronavirus, not people that died of coronavirus.
And then we always have to ask ourselves about those coronavirus deaths, too. Like the kid in the motorcycle in Palm Beach, Florida.
They died with coronavirus.
Right.
On a motorcycle running into something, right?
Going 110 miles an hour.
And so that kind of skews our. Some other countries count it different. China, for example, North Korea, they don't have anybody dying of coronavirus. They got it locked down. They're North Korea.
Yeah. We can't even get access to those numbers, though.
Right.
Well, listen, people. The numbers go up. Look, the death rate continues to not only just stabilize, but go down. Because if more people get infected and stay alive, these death rates are going to continue to...
It's a serious disease if you have conditions that make it where you don't want to get that. Don't invite a bunch of people over to your house for Thanksgiving and think that masks are going to stop it. You can't eat turkey in a mask. Look, if you're in a position where you need to not make sure you don't get it for health purposes, if you've got other conditions that make you especially vulnerable, don't invite a bunch of people over. If you're going to invite a bunch of people over, you need to be prepared that if somebody's there with coronavirus, you're probably going to get it.
Oh, well.
I mean, I've had it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well, Ryan.
I legitimately had it. I tested positive, and I literally had a fever for 3 hours.
Right.
And I had congestion for 2 days, and that was the extent of my coronavirus.
I was out for a month, almost a month and a half. I spent almost 3 weeks mostly in bed, got up for a few hours per day. Mm-hmm. Right. I didn't ever get tested, but I assume that's what it was. It hit me really hard. It can hit.
Who knows it was that then?
Come on.
Who knows?
Come on.
See, you never got tested.
Why didn't you get tested?
Because I was sick. I was sick and I was in bed and I felt bad. I wasn't going to go drive to some.
Well, it's good that you
sit there and have somebody stick something on my.
Well, what about your kids and wife? Did they get tested?
They were sick for like a day or two.
Right.
Kind of like his.
Right.
Had a little bit of a fever, then got better. I was sick for almost a month and a half.
Why do you think that is?
Well, the reason I didn't get tested because I thought about it like, first off, I feel terrible. I'm going to stay in bed. And
that's understandable. I get that part.
Even if I'd come back negative, it wasn't like I was going to go out and be around anybody because whatever I had, I wasn't going to give to anybody. Mm-hmm. And I stayed cooped up in my house, did nothing but order DoorDash from Fat Shack and gained like 5 pounds. Actually, I lost weight.
I'm sure that doesn't help.
Fat Shack's pretty good.
I know it is, but
I've never had it.
Man, and here's the thing too. I'm looking at the 0 to 19, okay, and they got this 99.997% survival rate. And the 4 counts that I heard of that died, these kids had underlying issues already. Get them back to school. Hey, what did they just do in New York?
Oh, shut that.
Yeah, I heard that. They're going to shut it down tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All
Unreal.
the New York schools.
And Governor Cuomo, if you haven't seen that video of him, humada, this guy,
he's wacky.
Yeah, he's wacky.
It's 3%. The 3% of our cases came up. Like, look, if you're going to be that sensitive about it, just keep it shut down. Why don't you open up in the first place?
Now, there's got to be a power move, though. There's got to be a reason why you want to shut everything down, especially when the survival rate is so much higher. I mean, heart disease has a higher death rate than COVID.
Well, that's true of lots of things.
A lot of things, though, right?
Right.
I mean, friggin' car crashes, for crying out loud.
Make sure you cook your turkeys thoroughly and don't leave leftovers out all day long for Thanksgiving, people. That's how you get food poisoning.
Is that how you get sick?
And that's how Grandma gets food poisoning, and that can mess her up pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, the 70 plus.
Refrigerate your leftovers right away and microwave it later if you want to.
Ones with immune systems,
Thirds.
definitely look out for yourselves. No doubt about it. But hey, at the same time, don't expect others to lock down their businesses and close their doors to cater to you. That's just selfish on your part. People got lives to live. People got bills to pay. People got money to make. Listen, I want to go see my family in Jersey for Thanksgiving. Flight's already booked. I'm ready.
Do it?
Of course I am.
They're going to make you quarantine or something?
Screw them.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Joe is going to follow all CDC guidelines.
They're going to have to
and
arrest me.
all local guidelines
Because
he's going to be very careful. He's going to wear a mask.
I leave on Wednesday.
The whole time. He's going to wear a mask between bites of dinner.
You kidding me? I'm going to be walking and eating at the same time.
Well, wearing a mask.
Maintain
he's got the zipper and everything on his mask.
Toss me some mashed potatoes. It's going to be
I'm
going to
get on that flight eating a candy bar. Okay? Here's the exemption right here while eating.
Get you
This is king size.
Get you a nice Biden T-shirt to wear on the flight. Stop him from messing with you.
How dare you two?
I will. I'll get a Biden and a Bernie Sanders T-shirt. I'll just wear. I got a Waldorf and Statler from the Muppets.
Get a mask. Just keep it under your chin the whole time. And,
Yeah. No, listen. Hey, you do your mask stuff. You guys, do your quarantines. Do what you got to do. The rest of us got to live our lives. All right. Sorry. Hey, if it kills us, our fault. All right. Oh, well.
Then you ain't got to worry about it no more.
Yeah. Then you don't got to worry about me anymore complaining about you guys trying to lock everything down.
Oh, gosh darn.
Yeah, right?
Speaking of Biden T-shirts,
Yeah,
have
what do
you
you
guys
got?
seen the children's T-shirts that instead of vote for Biden, it's set up the same exact way, but instead of vote for Biden, it's hiding from Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Those are great.
The sniffer. Right. I asked about these governors that are pro lockdown about going out and partying. One of the states with the worst draconian lockdowns, if you will, and rules and laws against their people is California. Right?
Go figure.
So Governor Gavin Newsom over there, well, he was apologizing this week after he was caught violating his own social distancing rules to attend this pretty crowded dinner party, a bougie dinner party at a restaurant that was held in an outdoor restaurant, but I don't know, it looks pretty inside. Here, let's take a look. Let's take a look at this.
If you roll the windows down, it's outdoors.
Allegedly.
So, yeah, there it is.
Prop the door open. It's fine.
Let's see what this looks like here.
Very nice.
Oh, that's indoors.
Nah.
No, those
I
are
don't see any
actually
doors.
Those are not
This is a
doors.
sliding doors.
If
Well, here's
there's
the
no
thing.
door, then it can't be indoors.
See, look at them. There is no 6 foot here, and this is the guy saying 6 foot. He's the one giving fines to businesses.
Look at this. Some photographer with a telephoto lens is taking
No,
pictures.
this is another person at the restaurant that took this.
Oh, okay.
And they were outside.
This was and this was Newsom and his party here.
Like, hey.
Guess who else is at this party here? As they investigated the pictures here.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The California Medical Association.
Even better.
Nice.
The executives over there joined Gavin Newsom at that French laundry party that they were throwing. Unreal.
See, now my question is, instead of leaving a tip, did he leave a fine for allowing them to sit so close
Right?
together?
Nice. Yeah.
Such seriously, like the hypocrisy, like Nancy Pelosi with the going into the getting her hair did or whatever. Remember that one, right?
Fantastic person.
Right? Shut down the business. Right? Shut down the businesses.
Except for me.
I gotta get my hair done. And then she goes in, no mask, nothing. She got the place to herself, whatever. With the guy, Chicago mayor. They're always listening.
Thanks,
Phones
Siri.
are always listening.
Always listening.
Thank you, Siri.
Oh my God! So, Mayor Lightfoot, Chicago, right? Another one Locked everything down. She went out to go get her hair cut. Hired a private haircut person to go into the salon and everything. And people are like, what are you doing? You locked us down. Why are you allowed out? Why can't I come out? Same thing with what's happening in friggin' Jersey there. Unreal. I just don't like these lockdowns. It's to be honest with you, the Pennsylvania, they ruled it to be unconstitutional to lock down. And now they're making them wear the face mask in the house. How do you enforce that? Does somebody from the family calls a cop?
Facebook. If they post any photos.
Do it. Post
Facebook, yeah. Then Facebook can report you. They'll do that. Facebook ought to have a algorithm to see if you're socially distanced. Put a little warning up saying, this photo does not display proper social distancing. Naughty, naughty.
Because I was wondering how some of these Airbnb places are getting slammed. Let's take it home to Nashville. More than 100 Airbnb listings across Nashville have been suspended or removed from the platform after violating policies on parties or events. The company announced that earlier this morning. So the Tennessee Public Policy Manager for Airbnb said that the majority of hosts in Nashville contribute positively to their neighborhoods and economy. Mm-hmm. But the actions taken Wednesday addressed a small minority of hosts, hundreds of people. That's a lot. Have previously received warnings about hosting responsibly or have otherwise violated our policies. The actions are communicated to the host the last week. As COVID-19 cases continue to rise across the state, it's more important than ever that we all do our part to reduce the number of large gatherings and parties amid the pandemic. Yeah. How about the protesters? How about that, huh? They contribute to help putting a stop to this irresponsible behavior. Well, she also added that and they had a what was it, 10 people limit?
Okay.
Right.
In an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Get in trouble if you have more than 10.
So how they finding out that there's more people? Nosy Karens, next door neighbors.
Yeah. Report
your Karens.
Nosy
your,
Karens, right?
I love them.
Mm-hmm. That's how we track it. We deploy the Karens. The Karens will take care of it for us. Maybe offer a little reward if you catch more than 10 people over at your neighbor's house for Thanksgiving. Just report it to your local mask police.
Pfizer announced that their COVID-19 vaccine is 95% effective.
Nice.
Seeking clearance within days.
Okay.
And it looks like billions were set aside. So if anyone wants a vaccine, nobody will have to pay for it.
Hard pass.
I'm not doing it. No need to.
Well, you've already had it. What's the point of getting you've already
Well,
had
I mean,
it.
you can actually get it again. They said that you don't have any immunity once you have it.
Well, then what's the point of a vaccine?
Yeah,
right?
but
You can't have it both ways.
I heard it. I heard it the other way too. I mean, and that's the thing with this. There's so many inconsistencies with the COVID-19.
It's not real.
Masks work, masks don't work. It's real. There's a sickness out there, but I'm not scared of it. And that's the thing. They told us it was going to be 2 million deaths. Well, it's not even close to that. 250,000, and one death is too many, but the people die, okay? People live also. How about...
Hi.
Hi.
I mean, if you're right, if it's like the flu, you can just catch it every year, right? And you have to have the new vaccine every
it's going
year.
it's COVID season.
Okay. Well, then...
Right.
Well, we either lock down forever or you live with it.
Hey, you ever get a flu shot?
No.
No. Ever get the flu?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge, Ryan. Man. Yeah, I don't want the vaccine. But here's the thing. And we're going to be talking about this in just a moment with the face masks. Eventually, there's going to be stores and businesses and maybe even mandates. I mean, if they force you to wear a face mask in your home.
Ridiculous.
When is it going to be? Okay, you got to get the shot. Where's your papers? Let me see your papers. Did you get your shot? Hello, where are we? Right.
It's going to be tough.
Just remember that, people.
Because they're probably going to do that for schools.
Right.
They do that for schools already with all kinds of other vaccinations.
University of Tennessee in Knoxville said once there is a vaccine, every student, every faculty member, anyone that wants to come on campus has to have the shot.
So it's not going to be a matter of
who
force you
pays
to do it. It's going to be a matter of they're going to use all these other tools to say, well, if you don't do it, you don't get to do whatever.
See, now my confusion is, are they using these free flu shots right now as testing possible trials for this new COVID vaccine? Because if you go around all these places now, like Walgreens, Walmart, even Publix, they're offering free flu shots.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that in the past. The free shots.
Yeah, but are they trying to do that now to potentially be testing? Like, oh, is this actually a?
I think it's more a matter of, we still got the flu out there, folks. Don't forget about it.
Yeah.
If you feel bad, if you got a fever, if you're having a runny nose and a cough, stay home.
And there's so many inconsistencies with the COVID testing. Elon Musk got tested 4 times in one day by the same nurse in the same setting, right? 2 came back positive, 2 came back negative. He's like, what the hell's going on here? Singer Erykah Badu got tested in her left nostril and her right nostril. One nostril was positive for COVID, one was negative for COVID. It's no joke. I mean, like she was like, what the hell's going on here? So these numbers and everything, I hear you. I'm tracking the death rates. That's the real number. That's the set in stone. Hey, and even that's somewhat questionable. Like when that kid that died on the motorcycle crash, and his mom found his name on the COVID death list, she was like, whoa. Yeah, so take it easy.
Well, that's why he crashed the bike, is because he died of COVID.
It's crazy.
It's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.